Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. We're going to do a love reading, and we're just going to be looking at past, present, future, and what you need to hear. So I'm using this love oracle deck, and it's almost like a traditional tarot deck, except it's a little different, and it's doesn't have any of the court cards. But I wanted to use it to see what is coming towards you. So we're going to start out with past, present, future energy, and you'll know, right? Like you'll know from that, from those cards being pulled, if you resonate with this reading or not. So let's get into it. I hope you're doing well. Oh dear, we have helpless and hopeless. I can't remember if I think blue is swords. I wanted to say water because of the blue, but I'm pretty sure blue is swords in this deck. And the helpless and hopeless is Eight of Swords energy. And what's really interesting is I'm getting a lot of, you could be feeling very hopeless about a connection. You could feel like you and this person are on different paths, different wavelengths. We have someone here, and we have stairs going this way, stairs going this way. We have mountains in the background. Mountains are symbolic of, they can be symbolic of obstacles. They can also be symbolic of spiritual ascension. It's so strange. I was doing a deep dive on the symbolism of mountains last night. So this is interesting that this card came out first. So like you could be in no contact with someone, Eight of Swords, in separation with someone. You could feel helpless and hopeless. Maybe they do. We'll have to see what else comes out. And you could be living different, very different, why can't I speak? Very different paths right now. Or you could feel like you're on different wavelengths is what I'm hearing. The other thing is you could be in a situation where you don't know what path to take. And I don't know if that's because you have two options. I don't think that's what this is about. You could be feeling helpless and hopeless in love. Like you could be looking at this path connected to someone, and maybe you're wondering, should I be taking that path towards something else? Anyway, take it as it resonates. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Yeah. All right. We have refusing to see. Two of Swords. So lots of sword energy coming out. And you could, like I said with that other card, let me just talk about it. I mentioned spiritual ascension. And we have this third eye here being blocked by this helmet. So you could be someone who, like maybe you and someone else are on very different paths. Maybe you're awakened and they're not. Maybe this is someone who's refusing to see the light. It's like you're staring the light right in the face. And you could be dealing with someone who's trying not to look at the light. They're trying to avoid the light. They're avoiding looking at themselves. They're avoiding this connection, possibly. They're avoiding, they're avoiding opening up. Let's just see what else comes out. Two of Swords, Eight of Swords, stuck energy, We have find balance. So maybe maybe you're in separation because you needed to find more of a balance. Maybe this was not a balanced connection. Maybe that person was refusing to see that. And we have flow, which is, I believe that's Wheel of Fortune. I believe that's the major arcana. So kind of trusting in divine timing. Universe take the wheel is what I'm hearing instead of Jesus take the wheel. Universe take the wheel. You could be trusting in divine timing. Interesting. Wheel of Fortune energy. So, like I said, I don't know what this is about, but let's see. We have nurture, Empress energy. Jesus. So I do feel like you are someone who may resonate with divine feminine. I do feel like maybe you're being called to nurture your divine feminine energy right now. Remember that, find balance. So you could be someone who's trying to find balance between your divine feminine, divine masculine energies. You could have called your power back. You could be very focused on your own power, your own growth, your own journey, attracting in, attracting in what's meant for you. How interesting. And we have confront, which is 18 divine feminine. It's the moon. That's insane. So you could be someone who's confronting shadows, confronting your own shadows. And just that energy that I was seeing, like it feels like you're staring the light straight in the face. You're staring your shadows straight in the face. But you could be connected to someone who's not ready to do that. Or who hasn't done that yet. And there we have the Eight of Cups. Remember I said I thought that other one was the Eight of Cups? So you maybe had to move on from a situation because someone was unwilling to, confront themselves with that Two of Swords energy we saw. How interesting. Anyway, let's get into it. We'll see if that resonates. So we're going to look at this spread. Is interesting because it wants me to ask about the present energy first. And that seems so like, I'm always someone who's like past, present, future. Why am I struggling with this? That's interesting. Anyway, so let's go. I'm just going to follow the spread and we're going to look at present, what you need to know about the present moment. We have seek the truth, Seven of Swords, and well-deserved reward, Nine of Pentacles. So it looks like right now you are someone who's seeking the truth. You're looking through the veil, High Priestess energy. You could be, looking at your own shadows. You could be, this Nine of Pentacles is glow up energy. And I know that when you stare that light in the face, it empowers you. So many people are afraid to look at their reflection, afraid to look at their shadows, afraid to look at themselves, when really it gives you power. It helps you grow. It helps you evolve. Otherwise, you stay stuck with that helmet on your head, and that's no fun. And it's interesting that Eight of Swords, like I saw you as someone who was staring that light in the face, and here you are, staring that light in the face. You could be seeing the truth of someone else too. Take it as it resonates. And I don't know, it's maybe the person you're connected to is the one seeing the truth. I don't really know what this is about. Let's look. So this is present energy. And this says something very important. If you don't like what the cards show for the future, and I should start saying this in my readings, if you don't like what the cards are showing you for your future, change your energy. Change what you're doing. You can work with energy. Energy is always changing. The outcome can change. So like this says, if you don't like what the cards are showing for the future, shift your energy, make different choices, and bring in something favorable. I just wanted to mention that. But anyway. So this is Seven of Swords. Seek the truth. And this comes after healing begins. So release, heal, assistance, hope. So you could have released someone here and now you're starting to see the truth of this situation. Take it as it resonates. Like I said, you could be, we'll see what comes out in tarot, but it could be that the person you're connected to is finally opening up to the truth. So intuition, question, deception, inequity. Intuition is a powerful ally, and now this is your current energy. And now is a good time to follow and trust your inner promptings. It may be that all is not as it seems in some of your relationships. Use your psychic senses to determine which of your associations may be questionable. Trust in what your intuition is saying right now. As much as you'd like to trust these people or this person, it's important to question their motives. Be cautious about sharing your most private thoughts and feelings in order to avoid allowing yourself to be placed in a vulnerable situation. Be diligent in psychically scanning your interactions for possible deception. Be wary of one-sided relationships in which the other person is not participating fully or is avoiding obligations and responsibility. And remember, I said you had that Two of Swords, and it looked like you were dealing with someone where you're staring the light straight in the face and they're turning their back to it. They have a helmet on. They don't want to see the light. So you could be dealing with someone, or could have been dealing with someone that you needed to release, that where it was a one-sided relationship or they weren't giving to you. It could be that right now, whoever you're connecting to, like there's a message of, like if you are connecting to someone, there is a message of being careful about what you say to them, because it could put you in a vulnerable situation, which makes me think, Seven of Swords, that you could be dealing with someone who is running from their shadows or in avoidance or deceiving you in some way. This well-deserved reward is also an independent energy. So it almost looks to me like your intuition is telling you to be by yourself right now, and to you could be seeing, your intuition could be telling you something about someone in your life right now, like romantically, that you can't trust them or that something's off, Interesting. Very interesting. So that's you right now. So you could be seeing through someone, like maybe there's someone that you thought was like, I don't know. I just heard meat and potatoes. I don't know what that means. Someone help me. What does that mean? Meat and potatoes? Whatever. You could have been dealing with someone that, I don't want to say you were overlooking bad behavior, but you could have been overlooking some of their shadow attributes because you loved them or you felt a soul connection with them. There seems to be a bit of one-sidedness to this connection, and I'm not saying they didn't reciprocate that love, but I don't think they were reciprocating that energy. And it looks like current energy, you're being called to focus on yourself. Nine of Pentacles, your intuition is telling you that you deserve stability. You deserve someone to invest in you. You deserve someone who has worked on themselves and is willing to look that sun straight in the eye, So let's go past energy. We have choose your battles. Seven of Wands. Third eye chakra. This is so insane. Because we saw that Two of Swords, and on it, the person was wearing a helmet and not listening to their third eye. They didn't want to see it. They didn't want to see the truth. They didn't want to awaken. They didn't want to look at their shadows. So past energy, it looks like you were battling with someone. We also have 7-7 here, which could be symbolic. Let me just look at that. I believe sevens are about disharmony, but don't quote me on that. But I'm going to look it up so that I can just tell myself that I was wrong if I was wrong. It doesn't say disharmony, but 7 is connected to introspection, reflection, intelligence, spiritual knowledge, wisdom, perfect order. So whatever's happening now is supposed to be happening, I feel. Meditation and discovery. It's the truth seeker, representing our journey through experiences where understanding develops and faith in the unknown is attained. 7 is all about the feminine energies that bring us the inner workings of intuition through forms and consciousness. Many 7s in a reading indicates a time of solitude, soulful rest, and a period of introspection. So it definitely feels like, you're supposed to be reflecting right now. You're supposed to be focusing on yourself, seeing your own truth, but also seeing the truth within this connection, seeing the truth within this person, whatever that truth is. Let's go to this this Seven of Wands. It feels like Seven of Wands. I think it's Seven of Wands, is giving me defensiveness and ego. Look at what I just opened up to. Refusing to see. This could have been a connection where you were refusing to see that there was something sketchy going on, or, you know, this person was refusing to look at their shadows and you were refusing to like put up a boundary. Maybe there was a truth about this person that you were refusing to see. You know, maybe this person is deceptive and you were having a hard time seeing that, or you didn't want to see that. Because that's what it's like when you love someone, especially if you struggle with like anxious attachment and fear of rejection and abandonment. Choose your battles. So this is past energy. You're coming from conviction, resistance, defense, evaluate. This is past energy for you. As much as you'd like all of your relationships to be harmonious, this is not always the case. Beliefs and opinions clash, and each person struggles to validate his or her position, or their position. Sometimes it's important to take a stand and assert your convictions. However, this attitude may be misread as aggression, and the other person may push back. You then feel the need to justify yourself, and hello, we have an argument. That's not what the book says. That's my own commentary. But hello, we have an argument, because you assert your convictions, you stand up for yourself, and they could see it as you being aggressive or you being like, why are you so worked up? And then you feel like you need to defend yourself, and this person feels like they need to defend themselves. A lot of people make that mistake. Listen to this. It becomes a cycle of confronting and defending, which can be exhausting and damaging to the relationship. Are you currently engaged in conflicts with others or even yourself? If so, it's time to evaluate your situation. If you believe strongly in your position and know that the outcome will serve everyone's highest good, stand your ground. If being the victor is truly not worth the discord, consider letting it go, past energy. Don't allow the desire to win to prolong a battle that is unnecessary. So it feels like you could have been stuck in a cycle of confronting and defending with someone. And current energy, you're being asked to seek the truth about this situation, to see the truth in it. Whatever that truth is for you. For some of you, I feel like your person, like I said, could have been refusing to see the truth about themselves. And then you were refusing to see that truth about them, that they were unwilling to look at their shadows. Anyway, very interesting energy coming out. And I just want to look at third eye chakra because it feels like that is symbolic here. So the third eye is clairvoyance, intuition, and higher levels of consciousness associated with this energy center. Found between your eyebrows and just above the bridge of your nose, it works closely with the throat and crown chakras and will assist you with your psychic and intuitive inner guidance. Interesting. Oh, that is interesting. So if you're someone who works with your third eye, or you are intuitive, it says that this chakra can help you intuitively know what others are thinking, feeling, and saying. That's really interesting. So you could have intuitively known something about this person. I was reading an empath card the other day that was talking about how empaths can often see through people's ego and defenses. So you could be someone who was could see that they were just acting from a place of ego. But it looks to me like you were stuck arguing with this person, and right now you're being asked to see the truth about both of you, I feel. So let's see what the future is here. The future, the potential future of it, I feel like it has to do with whoever this person is that you're connected to. So what is your potential future? Because I don't want to tie it in with this person, but let's look at your potential future when it comes to this connection. Are you kidding me? We have the 7 of Pentacles, and on the bottom, the 7 crown chakra. 7777. That's nuts. That's freaking nuts. There's another card here. That is freaking insane. Awaiting results. So future energy, it looks like you're waiting for something. Maybe you're waiting for, like maybe you've been manifesting this person to change and grow. Maybe you're manifesting something new. That is so interesting. And we have blossom, which is judgment energy. 20 for future energy. So you could be awaiting, gray pickup truck, you could be awaiting an awakening, a resurrection. Like you could be awakening this person, seeing you could be awakening. You could be waiting. And when I say waiting, I don't mean you're sitting around doing nothing. Like this looks like someone who's worked on their own growth and is kind of looking around like, is there anybody here that's grown that can be with me? So maybe you're like awaiting this person's growth. Crown chakra 7. That's insane. 7777. 7. You could watch Friends. I just heard Monica. 7. So this is red. This is back here. Awaiting results. Patience, assessment, outcomes, alternatives. You've put this is your future energy. You've put much energy into creating and attracting the relationships you desire and now are eager to see positive results. That's what I said. It's like you've been growing, you've been doing the work, and you're looking around like, is there anyone here that wants to pick apples with me? I don't know. So patience is needed, however. Reshaping attitudes and beliefs takes time. Refining yourself so that you'll attract the right person is a process. If you find yourself becoming frustrated at the lack of visible change, step back and focus on something other than your relationships for a while. When you're feeling more detached, you'll be in a better position to notice any improvements. If you've invested enough time, then take a moment to evaluate your progress. Are your efforts bearing fruit? Are you seeing the desired exchanges in your interactions with others? If yes, excellent, carry on. If not, it might be time to shift your approach. Look for alternative strategies to affect the change you desire. What works with one person may not work with another. When working on yourself, be sure that you're being true to who you are and not simply following society's formula for relationships. That's very interesting energy. So it looks like you are awaiting something here in the future. And, you know, I'm definitely seeing an energy that for some of you, I feel like you're awaiting a resurrection with someone. You're awaiting to see if this person from your past is going to come in for this renewal. Like, have you both awakened so that you can have this renewal? Or in the future, you're going to look back and decide this person isn't coming. I'm standing here alone. Maybe it's time to release them. So I think that it's going to differ for whoever is watching this. In the future, it looks like you're making a decision either to renew with this past person or to release them and attract in someone new. The crown chakra, 7. Maybe your name is Monica. So, the crown chakra is located at the top of the head and has been called the 1,000-petaled lotus, or the receiver of light. This chakra is the center of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. It's the connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. The crown center is the area where ethereal light and energy are received and then dispersed throughout your aura for total well-being. To enhance this chakra, sit quietly and visualize a lotus bud at the top of your head. As the bud blossoms, see a shower of whitish violet sparkling light shining down from the universe onto the lotus, filling it and nourishing it. When complete, where are we? When complete, simply let the vision fade. Expanding this chakra opens you to receiving the ultimate bliss, divine love. Take comfort in knowing that you are cherished. So it does seem like you have love coming towards you, but like I said, in the future, it's like there's a decision here. It's like I'm seeing this person from your past. Maybe, like, look at this imagery. This person is looking to the past. Like, are you coming? Are you going to see the light? Are you going to awaken? Are you going to look at your own shadows? Are you going to meet me where I am? And I feel like in the future, I'm going to get tarot to confirm, but maybe this person does come back and you have a choice to make. Because yeah, there's definitely a choice. Like, do I wait for this or do I release it? And like I said, for some of you, this person may come back and you need to make a choice. Have they seen the light? Have they grown? Or do I need to release them now? But this crown chakra talks about divine love. So you could be, you could resonate as a divine feminine. What deck do I want to use? I'm kind of feeling this one today. So let's see what's coming towards you. We have Justice. Interesting. So I'm actually going to follow... we have the King of Pentacles. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go current energy, and then we're going to look at the past, and then the potential future. Six of Wands, success, victory. One more. Ten of Swords in reverse. Interesting. That is an energy of getting back together with someone. Could also be you releasing that person, you know? We have the King of Wands. We have the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So there could be two people in your future where you need to make a choice. That's interesting. Because I kept hearing a choice. But let's have a little look-see. We have the Four of Cups and we have the Moon. So you could have been dealing with someone who, you know, took you for granted. The Moon, divine feminine, and that's that confront energy that we were seeing. I'm also getting this Three of Swords separation, so it definitely feels like you're in separation with someone, and that, you know, you're kind of seeing the truth about them right now. But you could be looking back, like you could be looking at the situation and thinking like, you know what, I was unhappy, you know, this person wasn't giving to me. And you could be seeing the truth of the situation. The other thing I'm seeing, I'm getting a really weird message here with this puppy and this wolf. Like you could be growing, I don't know, I'm getting a weird message about childhood wounding. So you could be evolving, you know, again, by looking at those shadows and doing the work, it empowers you. You could be a divine feminine. Anyway, healing childhood wounds. I don't know. There goes that gray pickup truck again. So we're going to look at current energy with you. Like, what are you experiencing right now? So what is happening for you right now? Oh, that's interesting. We had Justice, but it flipped into reverse. That's a very clear message that you are seeing the truth about someone here. We have the High Priestess. You're definitely, remember I said looking through the, whoops, you're naked. You can't come out to play. Remember I said looking through the veil. High Priestess, looking through the veil, seeing through the veil. So right now it does look like you're in High Priestess energy. You're trying to remain patient. Maybe you're keeping a little bit quiet, trying to trust your intuition. But we have Justice in reverse and the Five of Swords in reverse. So current energy, I can tell you what I'm seeing. It feels like you're hoping that you will reconcile with someone who treated you unfairly. And I know that sounds like right away my ego is like yelling at me. That sounds pretty crappy, like that you want to reconcile with someone who mistreated you or treated you unfairly or didn't give you enough time and energy. But that's kind of what's here. It feels like maybe you feel an intuitive bond with this person. Five of Swords in reverse. Like I said, it's like you have a desire to reconcile and make amends with someone who blamed you unfairly, perhaps. The Justice in the reverse is blaming unfairly. And with this choose your battles in your past energy, you could have had someone that was blaming you unfairly. Like this card talked about, you could have voiced your frustration or voiced your opinion, and they could have seen it as an attack or aggression, and they could have like blamed you. Well, it's your fault, whatever you were bringing up. Justice can also be an imbalance of energy. So a one-sided relationship like this was talking about, something that's not reciprocal. So maybe something that you're giving your attention to that's not giving it back. It looks like you still hope for reconciliation with this person. It's interesting because if you're mirroring with this person, and this person is in this energy, this is someone who wants to make amends for their wrongdoing. This is someone who wants to make amends for, I'm going to keep these here because I wanted this for current energy. This is someone who wants to make amends for blaming you unfairly. So take that as it resonates. Like I said, we have the High Priestess, so remaining patient, very like mysterious energy here with the High Priestess, listening to your intuition too. Let me just grab my book. Justice reversed. Blaming partner unfairly. So for some of you, like, this could be that you were blaming, like maybe you were blaming this person for everything. You know, I see it in my comment section. Some people think it's all the other person's fault. And I was mentioning on this card, you could be seeing the truth about both of you. Like you could be looking at their shadows and your shadows. But I was also hearing that this person could have blamed you when you tried to talk to them here. Let's look at past energy. We have the Ace of Cups, so there was love there. Ace of Cups and Strength, love that tested you, love that you could have had a false start with this person. In the past energy, we do have love here. We also have Strength, so a very strong connection, very strong bond. With Strength, though, like this could have been a connection that tested you, tested your inner strength, tested your confidence. There could have been lack of confidence here with the Ace of Cups and Strength. Like maybe you were... Oh my gosh, that imagery is insane. I'm gonna show you what I'm seeing here because I know you can't see it from there. But I feel like maybe this person triggered something within you having to do with your own self-love. There was definitely love here. But like I said, this could have been a connection that really triggered you or triggered your ego. You could have triggered their ego. I'm not surprised with this 7 card. Like it looks, I was hearing ego with all these big heads there. Like you tried to stand up for yourself and were met with ego. I just have to show you something insane that's happening in this image. because I think this, I just looked at the timer at 3445, which is like an energy of you being on the right path. But anyway, I have to cover this up. But I cannot even believe what I'm seeing in this image. Like, we see a feminine here. And if you look very carefully, there's a frog and there's a snake. And she's using this wand to guide this frog towards the fire, towards the light. And I'm hearing like you could have tried to help this person see the light, or you could have tried to, like, you maybe pointed out some of their shadows. Maybe you tried to get them to transform in some way, or to speak the truth to them in some way in hopes that it would transform them. Like, when you think about it, this frog is going to that fire. They're going to be, obviously we know what's going to happen, but spiritually they're going to be reborn. There's going to be a regeneration there. There's going to be change. And maybe you were hoping that you could like help this person, you know? But it looks like you were met with ego. You were met with defenses. You were met with that energy right there. It looks to me like you're now seeing the truth of this connection. Like, you could be realizing, wait a minute, this person was like blaming me unfairly, or this person, like, I was stuck in a cycle of, what did that card say? Where are you? Not that one. This one. A cycle of confronting and defending. And I feel like you were seeing that you were treated unfairly. Current energy. I feel like you're seeing that you were treated unfairly. Anyway, let's look at the future. Future energy. We have the Magician. Manifestations. Are you kidding me? So what are you manifesting? Because that's what's coming in the future. We have the Magician. And what's interesting is I just pointed out to you that snake that this feminine was trying to guide to the fire to transform. And here we have this snake shedding a skin. So there's a lot of symbolism in that. I feel like future energy, you know, you're leaving behind what no longer serves you, even if it means it's this person. I also feel like you could be manifesting this person to come in a more healed energy, and I feel like it's definitely possible here. I just want to get one more for future energy. Future energy. We have the Two of Pentacles. Decision, weighing up your options, I'm telling you. So for some of you, you could manifest like this person back and also somebody else. And you need to weigh up the options. Like, it's very interesting because this card is giving these two energies. You know, weighing up your options. It's possible that the universe sends you two options, this person and someone else. And then you have to figure out which path you want to take. Remember that Eight of Swords that I was seeing with the two paths. I can't remember if I looked up Blossom. I didn't. So your future energy, we have awaken, transform, stretch, possibilities, direction, growth. Matters of the heart are much like flowers. In the bud stage, the relationship is in a state of potential. It requires loving care and attention to help it grow, develop, and bloom. The people involved in the relationship must be willing to trust and open themselves up to each other. With the proper amount of nurturing, the relationship will blossom and bring beauty to the lives of those involved. It's time for you to nurture the potential of your relationships. New life and love are waiting for you. You only have to reach out and take hold. Seize the energies of renewal that surround you now and allow yourself to blossom like the beautiful flower. Awaken to the possibilities regarding desires of the heart. A blossom follows the sun because its warmth of light, oh my gosh, why can't I read? Because its warmth and light nurture the flower and infuse it with energy. The sun even provides some of the nutrients needed by the blossom. What is the sun in your own life? What nurtures you and helps you thrive? Do your relationships provide what you need? If not, it may be time to transform your life and grow in a new direction. That's exactly what I was saying. So for some of you, you're making a choice. This person isn't coming. You're making a choice to manifest something new, or you have manifested new. For others of you, it's very possible that you're manifesting change and transformation from this person, and I believe that's possible. You'll know how this is resonating. But it looks like you are making a decision here in the future, whether or not you want to wait for this person or not. You're in a period of growth regarding affairs of the heart. Stretch yourself in your ideas of what you believe is possible, and know, in fact, that all things are possible if you only follow your sun. So take that as it resonates, my friend. We do have you weighing up your options in the future, making a decision and going after what you want here, whether or not that's this connection or a connection with someone new. I just want to... It's interesting because there's two energies on the bottom. That is so interesting. There's two energies on the bottom. There's an energy of someone new. This could be someone from your past who's done work on themselves, who's committed to the journey of their own growth, is what am I hearing? They've committed to their own growth, their own healing. But this could also be someone brand new. And then you have a Knight of Cups here, someone wanting to rekindle things. So whatever you want to manifest here, it's yours. And like I said, for some of you, I feel like you may have two options here, someone new and someone from the past. I just want to get one more for future energy. We have the Fool, new beginning. So this is so interesting. This could very well be the person from your past, because when I asked about past energy, the Fool was on the bottom. So for some of you, this is someone from your past taking a leap of faith towards you, and you're going to have to make a decision. Maybe you already have someone in your energy when they take a leap of faith towards you. This reading could also be like, if you're in this situation right now, you might be being asked to see the truth of this situation and then in the future make a decision about releasing this person. Take it as it resonates. So I just want to ask about who is coming towards you in the future. Who is this person coming towards you in the future? We have the Four of Cups. There's a very clear message that one of these people coming towards you in the future is someone who took you for granted. Someone who made you feel like an option. We've got another 7 on the bottom. 7 of Cups. So someone who maybe you have daydreams about them, but someone who didn't prioritize you. Someone who made you feel like an option. That's interesting. Tell me more about this person coming towards you. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So that, remember I saw the King of Pentacles. So it feels like this is someone who's realized that they let go of a really good thing. This is someone who's realized that they see a lot of potential with you, that they see commitment. What energy is this person in when they come in? Show me this person's energy when they come towards the viewer. What is their energy when they come towards the viewer? We've got the 5 of Pentacles and we've got the Ace of Swords. So they're coming in out of the cold, fearing your rejection. They fear you're going to reject them. They fear that you're going to reject their communication. You know, this person's energy, they may be bringing clarity to the fact that they, like if this is someone who rejected you, maybe they have clarity about that. I feel like this is someone who wants to talk about the fact that they miss your energy. And remember, I pointed out the imagery of the fire. It's like this person has seen the light, like whatever you were trying to get them to realize, like maybe you felt rejected because it felt like a one-sided relationship. Maybe you tried to tell them that. It feels like they have clarity over that here. This is a little bit of a different reading. What is your advice about the past person? What is your advice about the past person? We have the Lovers. Oh my gosh, you're going to have a choice to make. Look, Two of Wands. You're going to have a choice to make. Remember that Eight of Swords. You're going to have to choose whether you want this person or not. When it comes to this past person, I can't ignore the Lovers. This could be a divine love connection. So this could be your counterpart. But I also want to remind you that you don't have to wait for your counterpart. You don't have to choose the counterpart journey if it's not what you want. I will mention the crown chakra. Counterparts are connected by their crown chakra. So like whatever you experience, they experience. So if you heal, they heal. And this outcome energy did talk about the crown chakra and a divine love connection, the Lovers. So for some of you, it's going to be your choice whether or not you want to take this person back. It does look like they're coming in after a breakthrough moment, but you will have a choice to make. Now, I want to ask, like, make sure this person has changed their approach. Make sure they're not approaching you in the same way. Make sure you're not approaching them in the same way. You know, make sure you're not overlooking a one-sided relationship. Make sure they're no longer approaching you by, you know, we already talked about that card. Make sure they've changed their approach is what I'm hearing. Make sure they've looked at their patterns and can take accountability for those patterns. Let's get one more card of advice for you for this future, or for this past person who came back. Could be a Gemini. We also have Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Anyway. Aries and Virgo, I'm hearing. Anyway. Let's get one more card of advice about this past person. Are you effing kidding me? We have the Empress. And the Two of Cups. So there is an energy that you and this person can have a healthy, balanced relationship. That you can deepen this bond. You know, your advice, don't chase, attract. Attract this in. Like I said, here you are here looking back at this person like, are you going to come? Are you coming? Are you going to look that light in the eyes or what? So if this is your counterpart, like you could be a counterpart here with the Lovers and the Empress coming out. Don't chase, attract. Know your worth, you know? Remain in an energy of feminine energy. Do not chase, attract. And when this person comes back towards you, like, again, remain in that feminine energy. Don't chase them. You know your worth. You know what you deserve. You deserve more than a one-sided relationship. Oh my gosh, look at that. We have the Two of Cups and the Hierophant. The letter B could be symbolic. This also makes me think of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and how the divine feminine, you know, kind of triggers the masculine to heal their shadows. It's a two-way street. They trigger you to heal yours as well. Make sure you don't become codependent on this relationship is what I'm hearing again, if they pop back into your energy. Now, let's see what's going to happen. Who's going to show up if this person doesn't? I want to see, because I feel like it's almost like you're waiting for someone to show up here, but without actually waiting. You know what I mean? So let's see who this other person is, because there's definitely the potential of someone else. So who is this other person approaching you? We have the King of Cups. Interesting. Someone who uses their head and their heart in love. For some of you, I may be describing your past person rebirthed. Like if this sounds like your past person, it's because it's them. You know, I said if this other person doesn't show up, who is the universe sending to you? We have the King of Cups. So someone emotionally mature. someone who doesn't react, someone who, when you tell them how you feel, they don't react. They don't react emotionally because they're emotionally mature. I know a King of Cups. Like, I'm friends with a King of Cups. And yesterday I said to that King of Cups, you know, it was so bizarre because I was talking about something about me. And this King of Cups my friend started talking about, you know, we've got a touch of the neurodivergentness, both of us. And when I started talking about something that I was going through, he immediately started talking about himself. And I said, I said to him, I'm like, I know you don't mean to do this, and I know it's a neurodivergent thing because I'm neurodivergent, you know? That's how I relate to people, by talking about myself. I do it in my readings all the time. And I was actually feeling kind of emotional yesterday, so in a way I was kind of reacting inappropriately myself. But I very calmly said to him, you know, it feels like sometimes when I bring up something about myself, your first instinct is to make it about you. And I said, and I know that you're not doing it on purpose. I know that it's like a neurodivergent thing. I do it too. But I just wanted to tell you that it's something that happens. And sometimes it makes me feel like what I'm saying, like you didn't even hear me. And instead of reacting to me, instead of like exploding all over me and saying it was my fault, he said to me, I'm so sorry you feel that way. He said, I'm actually really glad you brought that to my attention. And I was like, am I dreaming now? Like, what is happening right now? Because that's emotional intelligence. That's somebody who's emotionally mature, you know? He just said, I'm glad you brought that to my attention. Like, I wouldn't know that you were feeling that way if you didn't say anything. I'm sorry that I did that. And again, he didn't mean to do it, and I knew he didn't mean to do it, and I was just feeling a little oversensitive anyway. But you know, this friend is someone I feel safe opening up to, and it was just so refreshing to have that type of response. And that's who's coming towards you, someone who will respond like that. When you say, hey, I'm feeling a little bit rejected, instead of being like, it's all your fault, this person is going to be like, oh, I'm sorry you're feeling rejected. Like, what can I do to make you feel better? You know? Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Anyway, I needed to mention it because it happened to me yesterday, and I thought that is refreshing. And we have the 10 of Cups. So this is someone that you could be happy with. You know, you could have emotional fulfillment with them. You could have a happily ever after with this King of Cups. Tell me more about this King of Cups. And again, that's like the complete opposite of this energy right here. So like I said, for some of you, if you're manifesting that past person to come back in as this King of Cups, manifest that. Believe it. Change your reality is what I'm hearing. Show me more about this new person coming towards you. We have Temperance, very balanced energy, someone who is very balanced, level-headed, patient, could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The King of Cups I'm talking about is a Cancer, if that's symbolic to anyone. And yeah, just very patient, very, very patient. They could have taken their time coming in too, but again, this is someone... I don't feel like this is someone who's inconsistent. I feel like this is someone who would bring you balance because that's what you deserve. And that's what you're awaiting right here. This talks about reciprocal connections. That's what you're waiting for. And that's what you have coming. What is your advice about the new person? We have the Hierophant. Commitment is possible here. And we have the Two of Cups. So for some of you, that's like the universe's way of saying, like, if you're manifesting this past person as this emotionally intelligent, stable person, it's possible here, because the same cards are coming out. So that could be an indication that it is that person. Doesn't have to be, but like, this is beautiful. Whoever this is stable. Whoever this is, you know, wants to build a connection with you. It will be a reciprocal connection, Two of Cups. You also got the Two of Cups for this person. So there is an energy of reciprocity. And the Hierophant, so you could end up marrying this person. Maybe this person, your advice, like maybe you needed to spiritually evolve before you could meet this person. There's also something about balance coming in. This being a very balanced connection, this person wanting to offer you stability, commitment, marriage, something more traditional, you know? And we've got the King of Pentacles on the bottom. So this could be someone that you go on to marry. Capricorn energy, I believe. Interesting. So you know, you may have to make a choice here with what you want. And once you decide, like, if that's what you want, if you want a King of Cups, if you want someone emotionally mature, then manifest that and know that's what you deserve. Don't settle for less, is what I'm hearing. And I mean, that makes it so that that past person can only come back if they meet you where you are. Anyway, I hope that helped. That was an interesting reading. It was like a split reading. There's two energies in this reading. So I am going to leave it here. I'm not even going to get messages because, like I said, I feel two different energies here. You know what? Let's get you one card of advice from this deck. We'll just get you one more card of advice from this deck. So what advice do you need about the future, I guess? What advice do you need right now? What's your advice? We have change your focus and coming together. So remember what I just said. Focus on what you want to manifest. Focus on manifesting a reciprocal connection, someone who is emotionally mature and uses their head and heart together and doesn't react. For some of you, maybe you're focusing, like this could be a message for some of you, if you're focusing on the past, because we have this person looking back here. If you're focusing on the past, change your focus. Turn that focus towards yourself. Turn that focus towards the future and coming together in a reciprocal connection, Two of Cups. Focus on that. Focus on a Two of Cups connection that you want to manifest. Stop focusing on that person. You know, they say law of detachment, take your attention off of it and it'll come back. So there is something about, like, if you're looking at the past, waiting, change your focus, start looking ahead. So what are you changing your focus to? So I'm just going to read both cards to you. You can take the messages how they resonate to you. Some disappointment and sadness are inevitable. How you deal with it determines the quality of your life. It may be that you've recently experienced a loss, perhaps the end of a friendship or a failed romance. Maybe your family isn't providing the support you need, or you regret the decisions you've made. Any number of situations can cause unhappiness. When relationships don't turn out the way you expected, it's natural to feel upset and hurt. However, it's not healthy to remain in that state for too long. When this card appears, it's time to put those sorrows behind you and shift your focus to what is good and positive in your life. So shift your focus to you and to the people who are there for you and give you that reciprocal energy. Appreciate the people who love you and your ability to give love to others. Take stock of what brings you joy. Taking charge of your own happiness is key here. Focus on what you have and are thankful for and attract more of the same. That's your advice for right now. And then we have coming together on the bottom. Which I'm also going to read. Harmony, romance, healing, commitment, which is in your future no matter what, is what I'm seeing here. It's also on page 99, which can be symbolic of, like, 9 is evolving into your higher self. So I feel like whoever this person is has evolved into their higher self, whether it's new or old. Like I said, you have commitment on both sides here, so take that as it resonates. This is a card of partnership and harmony. It suggests a new romance or a deepening of an existing connection. Didn't I say that with the Two of Cups? Deepening of an existing connection. You may find that a current friendship blossoms into something more, or an exciting new love steps into your life. When this card appears, it often signifies taking love to the next level. It's time for you to make a greater commitment. Is it time for you to make a greater commitment to any of your relationships? Perhaps you'll find that a partner is now ready to commit more fully to the relationship than they were in the past. Marriage or a union of some kind may be on the horizon. This is also a card of healing, of people coming together in a spirit of love and forgiveness. Are you involved in any relationships where misunderstandings and disputes have placed distance between you? Perhaps it's time to bring harmony back to those relationships by calling a truce and starting over again. So again, your advice is to shift your focus and know that by focusing on yourself and focusing on the connections that give you reciprocal love and focusing on your own joy, you're manifesting union and love into your life, whether it's healed with a past person or it's with someone completely new. Okay? All right, that's your advice. So I'm going to leave it there, my friends, but I am sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.